Alright guys, this is a rabbit we just got and we're going to show you how to skin it. So basically you need a dead rabbit. Next you're going to have a firm grip towards the hind area and make an incision, and make sure not to cut too far and cut into the guts. Take your two fingers where you made the incision and cut upwards towards the chest. As you can see here, we are cutting up towards the chest and not making sure not to hit the guts. Alright, so now you're going to want to grip. As you can see, you already made the slits. So now you're going to want to grip right where like the meat is right there. You want to grip around it, and you're going to basically want to take off the fur. So you're going to want to grip around it and just pull around, and try not to like rip it if you want to use it for other purposes into hunting coyotes or whatever you plan on doing. Obviously you're going to be eating it, but so yeah, so basically do what we're doing in these pictures, and stay tuned for the next step. Grab beneath the pelt towards the hind end and pull up towards the head. Alright, the next step you want to do is tear the the fur down to the feet, and then once you get down there, you don't want to rip it off fully. You're going to want to break the bones to the feet. This is what it's going to look like. It should look like this at least, and yes, there is going to be a lot of hair on it. Alright, so here we're just ripping off the fur down to the ankles, and the next picture, which is coming up soon, is basically we're just breaking off the ankles and every little part there. Alright, so right here is just a picture with some fur and meat, but basically what you want to do is rip off the fur onto the head and get as much fur as you basically can off. Now we're cutting around the neck towards the neck bone. We twisted off the neck, and basically the whole head came off, and yes, it is wearing Uggs. Warning, like we said in the beginning, this part is going to be the worst part. It's going to stink if you screw up. I mean, we screwed up actually a little bit. You're not going to want to cut the intestines. You're just going to cut a little slit, basically right where we are. Do not cut the intestines. Now you're going to want to take your two fingers where you cut the slit and put your two fingers in and cut a slit up so you don't cut the intestines. Alright, now you can kind of see the intestines. We're just cutting up still cutting up. So you make sure you just want to keep nice straight line and do not cut the intestines again. Still cutting up. And the gross part is coming up, guys. And that's all the intestines and stuff. You're going to want to basically rip those all out. Just pull them out as well as you can. It can get a little messy, especially if you rip the poop sack. And yeah, so as you can see, your hands get full of poop like mine did. And you're going to want a nice trash can or something to put all the intestines and stuff in. Here's the heart. I mean, you could eat if you want to. I mean, I don't, but... Alright, so we still have a little bit more intestines to pull out, but basically just clean it out as well as you can. Alright, so right here, just cutting off the poop. You can see that brown stuff is the poop. And we're trying to cut around the bone or the meat and stuff. You don't want to waste anything here. And so yeah, we're just pulling it out, ripping it. It can be a little messy if you squeeze it too hard, especially. It will kind of explode. So stay tuned for the next part. So next thing you want to do is cut on both sides. You're going to want to cut down like basically around the ribs, and you're going to want to cut down to the legs. Next, we're just ripping off the forward half of the rabbit. Basically, there's no meat, it's just all bones. Sorry about the blurry photo, but this is what it should look like. You'll have just the back straps and the back legs. This is basically all your meat you're going to have, and you're going to want to wash them really well and take off as much fur as you can when you're washing them, and rip off all the extra fat. And so and if you guys, we didn't mention, you might want to wear gloves doing this. And so stay tuned for the next step. Make sure to wash your hands, kind of important. So yeah, just wash your hands, and next we put the meat inside a bowl of salt water. And we put in salt water to get basically all the blood out as much as we could. This was a simple pan fry. We only used olive oil, garlic, salt, and pepper. You can do numerous ways of cooking it. I mean, just look it up on YouTube. Yeah. Right now we're just oiling the pan. Simple as that. Right now we're just taking the meat and getting all the water out as much as we can. After you're done patting it down, you're gonna want to put in the pan. It should be sizzling, obviously, like this. So now you're gonna want to add some ingredients in. So right now we're adding some garlic. You can see. All right, so now we just added the garlic. Now we're gonna be adding the other stuff. So now we're gonna have salt and pepper. You could add other stuff, but right now we're just, as we said, we're doing simple stuff. So right now we're adding the pepper, sprinkling it on, and this is basically what it looks like right before you start moving it around, getting it nice and ready to eat. So right now we're just using tongs, flipping the meat, getting it ready to eat. Basically just simple cooking. And yeah, so we hope you guys enjoyed the video. And always please comment, rate, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. And bon appetit!